When you get married, you'll understand what happiness is, but then it will be too late. I've been smart enough to have lived my life stupidly. Aging is tedious, but it is the only way to live long. Success is the only unforgivable sin against your neighbor. Women are, of course, more intelligent. Have you ever heard of a woman that would lose her head only because a man has pretty legs? A real man is one who remembers Lady's birthday, but never knows how old she is. A man who never remembers her birthday, but knows exactly how old she is her husband. God created women beautiful so that men can love them, and stupid so that they can love men. A fairy tale is when you marry a frog and it turns out to be a princess. Reality is vice versa. Optimism is lack of information. If a patient wants to live, doctors are impotent. Lesbians, homosexuals, masochism, sadism are not perversions. Actually, there are only two perversions: hockey on the grass and belly on ice. You cannot cure sclerosis, but you can forget it. Old age is the time when your birthday candles cost more than the birthday cake itself, and half of your urine is wasted on medical testing. If a woman walks with her head down, she has a lover. If a woman walks with her head proudly up, she has a lover. If a woman carries her head straight, she has a lover. And actually, if a woman has a head, she has a lover. Family can replace everything. So before starting a family, one should think what's more important: family or everything. Health is when it hurts in a new place every day. It has always been incomprehensible for me. People are ashamed of the poverty, but aren't ashamed of the wealth. Aging is tedious, but it is the only way to live long. All my life, I've swam in the loo, butterfly style. It's a shame to confess, but among all living creatures, only man doesn't know what is useful for him. Like all people in love, I was obnoxious and stupid, threatened suicide, and the one I was supposed to make worry only giggled. My fortune is in the fact that I don't need it. Spelling mistakes in a letter is like a bug on a white shirt. Women critics are Amazons in climax. Beauty is a horrible power. One should live his life in such a way that even bastards remember him. It's not a face, but a personal insult. It has always been incomprehensible for me. People are ashamed of the poverty, but are not ashamed of the wealth. Loneliness is a house that has a telephone, but the only ringing comes from the alarm clock. Life is a short promenade, just before the eternal sleep. My God, I'm so old, I remember people being decent. A fairy tale is when you marry a beast and it turns out to be a prince. Reality is vice versa. Life is a skydive, out of a cunt, into the grave. Aging is tedious, but it is the only way to live long. I spent all my life swimming in a toilet bowl, butterfly style. When a person is ashamed of saying that they don't want to die, they say they want to survive to see what happens next. As if it wasn't for this, they would immediately lie down in a grave. You can't cure Alzheimer's, but you can forget about it. Talent is like a word. You either have one or you don't. They all have friends just like themselves. Their friendship is rooted in shopping. They almost live in the malls. They pay visits to each other. Oh, how I envy the brainless. I've killed 5 flies today, 2 males and 3 females. Why are condoms white? Because white visually enlarges. Believe it or not, Faina Georgievna, but the only man who has ever kissed me is my fiancé. What women are more faithful? Blondes or brunettes? Gray-haired? When I die, bury me and let my monument read, "Died of disgust." Dear, do you know what shit is? Well, compared to my life, shit is jam.